is probably the question you're wondering if you clicked on this video. Let's start at the beginning. Way back over a year ago. My channel started off with a couple of videos, which was Hello, Welcome, my very first video over a year ago. Holy cow, cannot believe it's been that long. And then I went on to play my very first video game of the channel, Mega Man. Why this was the one I chose is beyond my knowledge now. But I continued to play every single Mega Man. Did I finish them? No. Did I waste hours of my life trying? Yes I did. And along in those mixed, I threw in some unboxing things, Minecraft, and ranking videos. Within that same couple month span, I put out my very first original series, which was Tears of the Kingdom with nothing. Did I ever finish that? No, I did not. But do I plan on finishing it someday? Yes, I do. Continuing on through those months, doing new things like Stumble Guys, playing Mario Kart, and some more out-of-pocket things, like more Mario Kart. And I continued doing that, playing Astrobot, and playing with Garrett the Carrot, unbeknownst to him, but I still did. I played OG Minecraft, and then finally, there was a video game that I was the head of. Not literally, I mean the video game that I found and kind of talked about a lot, which was Animation Annihilation. My first thing where people were like, oh, this is so cool, under my comments. The first time I was actually had something original. So yeah, that was cool. And I waited over a year for that. Mostly Pokemon in those months, and some random videos like this one. And I finally got to a book I made, a short story. I finally got to a short story I made. Did I ever finish talking about that? No, I did not. But I plan on finishing the book one day, so stay tuned for that, fellas. More recently, I've done covers within the last 3 months. Lots of covers and voice acting stuff. Very fun. I made some original music in the Spotlight, a Deltarune tennis song, and Animation Annihilation finally came out. I got into Gmod and did some animations, and am now picking up the legacy of SMG4. And I watched Mr. Beast's Fever Dream of a Show, which was insane. And I remastered my song. And most recently, I've done a channel rebrand, with changing my channel logo, which used to be this, to now this, and changing my banner, which used to be this, and is now this. The TV guy that you're seeing as my new logo, his name is Michael Styson, which is an original character that I made, so that's pretty cool. Meanwhile of doing this, I was doing animation in Blender. Not just any animation, 2D animation. That didn't last very long, but in the time I did, it was a couple storytime animations, ranking, why do I always rank, and more covers. And I promised to watch Mr. Beast's animation channel, which I finally succeeded within the coming months. And YouTube Shorts wise, I kind of did anything that came to mind. I also had another original series called 6000. It was a old Mr. Beast audio that he made for his outro, the Mr. Beast song. Mr. Beast, that one, if you know it, you know it. But I made a series of that called the 6000 OOOs in short forms, because I had completely run out of ideas for a little while. And I got ideas back, continued doing those, but I threw in some of those 6000 OOOs. And today it's become one of my most popular videos, in 3rd place on the list. Speaking of top videos, my top one is Animation Annihilation. Funny enough, 2 of the top 3s are Animation Annihilation. My top 3 is the Animation Annihilation is finally here. Animation Annihilation is out now, and the 6000's compilation. And most recently in 4th place is Continuing the Legacy, which is me becoming the new SMG4. Just trying to continue the legacy and such. But that video is coming out very soon. And sometime around there, I was invited to the Button Mashers. So yeah, that was really fun. I think I was in a singular video. And yeah, I'm really bad at timing stuff, so I really haven't been able to kind of do a lot of things on that. But it was fun while I did it, and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the story of Gabe That Guy, fellas. Have a great day.